I welcome you to my channel. In this video, I will show you fascinating old photos of a young Charlie Chaplin without his iconic mustache and hat, and share some interesting facts. So be sure to watch the video to the end, and subscribe to the channel. Charlie Chaplin is widely regarded as the greatest comic artist of the screen, and one of the most important figures in motion picture history. His career spanned more than 75 years, from childhood in the Victorian era until a year before his death in 1977, and encompassed both adulation and controversy. Chaplin's childhood in London was one of poverty and hardship. His father was absent and his mother struggled financially. He was sent to a workhouse twice before age 9. When he was 14, his mother was committed to a mental asylum. Chaplin began performing at an early age, touring music halls, and later working as a stage actor and comedian. At 19, he was signed to the Fred Karno Company, which took him to the United States. He was scouted for the film industry and began appearing in 1914 for Keystone Studios. He soon developed the tramp persona and attracted a large fan base. He directed his own films and continued to hone his craft as he moved to the S&A, Mutual, and First National corporations. By 1918, he was one of the world's best-known figures. In 1919, Chaplin co-founded the distribution company United Artists, which gave him complete control over his films. His first feature-length film was The Kid 1921, followed by A Woman of Paris 1923, The Gold Rush 1925, and The Circus 1928. He initially refused to move to sound films in the 1930s, instead producing City Lights 1931 and Modern Times 1936 without dialogue. His first sound film was The Great Dictator 1940, which satirized Adolf Hitler. The 1940s were marked with controversy for Chaplin, and his popularity declined rapidly. He was accused of communist sympathies, and some members of the press and public were scandalized by his involvement in a paternity suit and marriages to much younger women. An FBI investigation was opened, and Chaplin was forced to leave the US and settle in Switzerland. He abandoned the tramp in his later films, which include Monsieur Verdoux 1947, Limelight 1952, A King in New York 1957, and A Countess from Hong Kong 1967. As a filmmaker, Chaplin is considered a pioneer and one of the most influential figures of the early 20th century. He is often credited as one of the medium's first artists. He was the first to popularize feature-length comedy and to slow down the pace of action, adding pathos and subtlety to it.